Well, hello there, friends, and welcome back to Find Yourself in a Character, my weekly video series that takes you on an exploration of some of my favorite characters and their journeys. I'm Jenny D, author, consultant, and international promoter of Love and Triumph. In this week's episode, I took another one of the Goodreads recommendations, and this time in the category of romance. I chose One to Watch by Kate Stayman-London, and this book had every damn feel I could possibly feel. Oh my gosh, I cried. I got angry. I felt triumph. I felt despair. Like, it got me to the core. So the premise of this book is that she's a Bea Shumacher. She's the character I'm talking about this week. She's a plus size blogger, and she's looking to change the mindset of people who have issues with plus size people. And it's centered around the premise of like a Bachelorette type series where, you watch those reality TV shows, and first of all, you even doubt their realness. And beyond that, it's like paper thin, drop dead gorgeous women and men, and you don't see much representation of real life. And that's the premise. Like, she bashed them, and then she found herself on the show. And it was fascinating to watch her because I swear, if there was a character ever written like it was my life, it is Bea. I felt her whole life of weight struggle, of how she had to work harder to prove herself as a human being and worthy of love. And gosh, the backlash she got and the comments she got, it's like a fear. And let me tell you something, yes, you can love yourself and you can accept yourself for who you are. And it takes a while to get there. And you have all these beliefs that you don't even realize are ingrained in you. And watching Bea in her journey, I saw a lot of these old beliefs pop up. You can love yourself completely, absolutely. But that does not change the reality of the real world and how so many people still cannot look beyond your physical being or make you feel shame. Now, no, nobody can make you feel anything. That's all on you. But, we talk right now in our world about systemic racism, and that's a problem for sure. But so is body image. So is how we're raising our daughters and even our sons who are overweight to feel like something's wrong with them, that they're not worthy of a person. And it doesn't matter how you feel about yourself, you're still going to come up against those assholes, to just put it bluntly. So it was real eye-opening. It showed me that I still got a lot of work to do on myself in terms of acceptance and not giving a rat's patootie about what others think of me. And know who I am is beyond just my looks. And Bea was finally coming to terms with that. And that journey, that struggle, that realization, that embracement of who she is, and these walls that she built that protect her from being hurt because it just happens so many times. And, the pity or whatever. She broke glass ceilings in this book with being the Bachelorette type person on this show, Main Squeeze. And it was fascinating to watch this journey. It was wonderful to see someone real, genuine, raw, down to earth, and not afraid to call it like she sees it. And this book was fun too. I was deep, and I was emotional, crying, whatever, and all the feels. But it was so fun and lighthearted and sometimes sarcastic, but real. And oh my gosh, I love characters like this who are just not cookie cutter. This was a fantastic book from beginning to end. I loved the little ways of the interviews and whatever were peppered in throughout the show and how it works and all that. So, what made me, what was funny is that I will admit it, I do watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and I don't know why. I can't give you a reason why. I just do. It's a guilty pleasure. And I always find myself wondering, like, why? Why wouldn't they, raise the bar and cast a plus-size woman who's older in her 40s to find love? I mean, hey, just putting out their Bachelor Nation, I would be totally game for that. I know some people might be like, oh, cringe, who wants to watch that, blah, 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 just give us the models. But hell, I think there's an audience out there who wants to see real. Just saying. But anyway, back to the book. One to Watch by Kate Stayman-London. Absolutely fabulous. It's a great message, but it's just a great story in general. It's a roller coaster of emotions, but in the end, not to give it away, it's just inner peace. She finds her inner peace. She's happy with who she is. She's content with the choices she's made, and she is not afraid to be who she is. And that's who we should all aspire to be. I know that's how I'm inspired to be. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Find Yourself in a Character. To learn more about me and my personal works, you can find me at www.jennydauthor.com. Tune in next week where perhaps you can find yourself in another character.